See if we can take AIAS's form and just change it. So let's go and do that. All right, so let's look up like, what do you call this thing? Discus throw? Muscle man discus is what I'm searching now. Really muscular man discus. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's better. I'm gonna take this really muscular man discus and we're going to use this as our reference. Yeah, this will be a lot better. So, first order of business is that AIAS in our other picture has a beard. So let's go take a picture of his depiction here. Oh, and I think I forgot, I meant to put a crown on somebody. I think Agamemnon, I forgot to put a crown on. So we'll take a look at that too. Oops, oh no. Copied the wrong thing. And now I gotta go back into this document. I only copied what was on the layer, which I think was nothing. But I didn't copy like a merged version of every layer. Okay, that's our reference for that. First, let's do Agamemnon since that's a bit easier to do. Let's take a look. Let's just search for Greek crown. Greek king's crown. It kind of looks like they still wear that Sundance Film Festival award winner thing on their head. Yeah, let's just put the usual. Yeah, that works. Okay, so we just got to do the outline part, which means we would have to turn off this. And this. Okay. So, all right. We could do this the same way, or we could redo it for AIAS. And I think I might redo it. So let's take this. We're going to take this off. Take that off, I guess. Turn this down. I don't even know if we need it at all. We're essentially just totally remaking. We're going to turn this off. Now, we'll redo it. We can do a better discus pose, I think. And it might be a little too dynamic, but we'll figure it out. Let's get rid of the AIAS reference. We're not going to need that for a minute. Maybe more like that. And if we were going to translate this into the style that we're doing, it would look something like we want him to clearly have bigger muscles than everybody else. That's sort of AIAS's claim to fame. funny because right now he just looks like what's that strong bad character with the really big one arm of muscle? He looks like whoever that is. I feel like this needs to go down further. What do we have for these guys? Okay. Well, he definitely looks bigger than them. We're probably going to have to scale him down a little bit, but basically the problem was that AIAS looked, if anything, kind of like punier than everybody else. And that doesn't make sense because he's like the one character in the whole story that's known specifically as being like the bronze over brains guy. Like he's just like a really buff guy. That's like his only sort of defining characteristic. Oh wait, this is the back leg though, isn't it? Yeah. So what did I do here? Oh, so I did draw the right leg, the correct leg, I should say. But I maybe just put it a little bit too angled. Oh wait, that's what it was. That's what it was. This is not supposed to connect to this. That's a different leg. That's the problem with drawing one of these drawings where I put, you can see through the picture. And this leg is behind here. No, it can't be that. I can't imagine where his arm would be if it wasn't in front, because they wouldn't really. Maybe if we had his arm going like this. it sort of takes away from the general line of action. Also, it doesn't look good at all, so we're not going to do that. They wouldn't really have like the limbs kind of crossing each other that much like this, but I think we're buying a lot much more than we're losing, because it's a way more dynamic pose, and it also represents the character a lot better. So we're going to get that just roughed in there. Alright. We're drawing with so much line, weighted line, that we need to like cut away from it to like really see what we're drawing. It's really this thing that makes him look really bulky, I guess. Also the giant bulk. That's one of the specific descriptors of AIAS or Ajax, is like they say like the bulk of AIAS. So like you're clearly dealing with a character that should be portrayed as like really big. Alright, and then we'll come up with a way to do this. This will be a little strange because we want the head to go sideways. I don't really know how that's going to function. Because they wouldn't necessarily draw the heads like looking at like a dynamic angle. The guy that I'm referencing from here is he's looking sort of like 3/4 downwards. You're seeing like the top of his head, but you'd really never, I don't think I've ever seen a piece of Greek art that looks like that. So I would not replicate that. But let's see if we can do something. And then AIAS has his beard like this. So he's got his like Greek eyeball like that. And his hair like that. But that wouldn't work. We would want to make it look more like, his head would have to be like compressed into his body here, because that's, you know, his neck is he's sort of facing in, but the head doesn't work like that. Maybe we could just have him look forward instead. Yeah, you know, that actually looks better. Okay, so we'll draw a real head next time. Not this monstrosity that we just made. And then, good. We're probably just going to make him a little smaller. I mean, because if he's supposed to be the same height as them, it would be like this. But something we can do that would also make it more dynamic looking is his arm should really be like swinging out farther. Come on, it won't let me drag this. Maybe a little more like that, which allows him to take up more of the frame. So we'll come up with a, on the next run through, we're going to make the pose a little bit more kind of action-packed, so it doesn't look so static. But we're on the right track, because the old version of him was this, which is also based on, it's based on a piece of Greek art, but it just doesn't evoke the character at all, so we're going to do something else. Okay, so that's that, ladies and gents. we're getting pretty close with this one. Afterwards, we'll put on all the texture stuff. But first, we just want to finish AIAS. And, I guess when we do that, we'll also have to fix this as well. So keep your eyes out for more episodes. If you want to find the book that we're publishing here and making the illustrations for, you can find info about it on the front page of my Twitch channel. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.